What's going on, everyone? This is Spilling Tea with Chris G, and tonight I'm going over Love and Hip Hop Hollywood Reunion Part 1. Of course, you guys will get my top five highlights, and I'm gonna spill the tea at the end, so let's get started. So for my first highlight, Lil B versus Moniece, or Moniece versus Lil B, it was going both ways in this season here. But basically, in the beginning of the season, you guys remember me, Moniece, I'm sorry, talking about Lil B and calling her kid ugly. Well, they did address it in this reunion. And Brandi, I felt like, and like my sister and a lot of people felt like she was yelling too much to get her point across. But basically, Moniece was saying, well, I don't feel bad for calling your baby ugly because you attacked my motherhood. Let's be very clear. These are two separate subjects. Me attacking your motherhood is attacking you. You attacking an innocent child is two totally different things. Now, did the child ask to be on the show? No. But he's here. So she doesn't really showcase him that much, but you still shouldn't have called Lil B's child ugly. You probably should have kept that opinion to yourself. And for the motherhood situation, Lil B was saying, well, because I'm stating facts, that's why I was calling you a bad mother. Well, technically, throughout the history of Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, they kind of, and I don't know if they painted you that way or if that's how the scenes were set up, but even your mom was trying to tell Fizz to take custody of Cameron because it seemed like he was taking care of him all up until this year, when money started looking real right for you. So I don't know, but I don't agree with Monique saying that. So, anyways, so they were kind of getting into it, which is going to go ahead and jump into my second highlight. So this sex tape situation had came up. So of course, who's on stage? Nothing but Max, Lil B, Princess, Jason Lee, and Fizz and Moniece, and I believe Tia Marie was on the other side. And so basically, what was happening was Moniece is like, yelling across to Lil B. Lil B, she was just yelling the whole time. And again, she didn't get her point across for nothing. But basically, what she was saying is, you gonna try to expose me at your listening party, so I dug this tape up. Now, of course, they're all saying they're not in the business of exposing Moniece at all. Like, they did not want to put her sex tape out there, but Moniece had told Lil B, well, you did just post my tape up on your Instagram, but it's already out there. People, I guess, already know about it. I haven't seen it. I ain't trying to see it the way they was describing it up in this season. I don't even want to see nobody's hairy situation. However, they're basically saying, listen, own it, it's out there. And Jason Lee even told Moniece that he could take him, she could take him to court because he got the money. So he's good. And so they were getting into it, and then Miss Nikki had got involved by calling, they were all saying Moniece plays the victim, like she throws the rocks and then hides her hands. She always plays the victim in the situation, and I kind of feel the same way. I feel like anytime Moniece, she'll go on the gram, she'll go on Twitter, and I've seen posts where she will sit up there and start a drag fest. But as soon as you bite back, that's when it's a problem. She doesn't like that. Like, I guess because if you biting back, she don't have control over the situation. So then Fizz and Max started getting into it. And then finally Max got fed up with all of them, and he was like, you know what? He was like, they not gonna do nothing. They don't got no goons like that. Fizz ain't gonna do nothing. Moniece ain't gonna do nothing. So they fake and phony. So I was like, okay, Max, go ahead and stick up for your boo. That's what I'm talking about. And Princess, of course, she's too ill. I just want to fight. On to my third highlight. So on to a old but new couple alert. So apparently Miss Nikki and Rosa Acosta are still dating. She did confirm it on the show, and they were sitting next to each other, and then they gave a little kissy kiss at the end to make y'all know that it's real. Okay, now real quick, I almost felt like Nikki couldn't open her mouth because she just stuck her tongue out. So I don't know if it's like real stiff up in there, but it was like, I don't know. I don't know. It's weird. But she did confirm that. And then they were addressing like some of the rumors about Safari saying that he was like a gold digger. And like Safari said, I walked away from a person who was worth 50 million with no problem. So I'm not a gold digger. And of course, Ray J is coaching him out in the audience because they had brought up the lawsuit situation that he's trying to sue Nikki for the royalties on a lot of the songs because he said he was a part of them. And Ray J is sitting up there coaching him. I'm like, Safari, you in that fur coat and them glasses, you killing me. I'm trying, you nice. I can see that, but the corn, it's just you look like a piece of corn with fur and glasses on. Just corny, corny, corny. Stop it. On to my fourth highlight. On to some more couple news. So, of course, you guys know that Ray J and Princess Love are now married. And they were talking about the wedding and how Princess Love and this prenup situation got out of control, and how Brandi, she did not invite her, or she disinvited her actually as a bridesmaid. And no, they did not show up to the wedding. So Lil B and Max, they did confirm they didn't show up. But Ray J did say that everything was all good now. They got into a hiccup, but they're good. And even Mama Norwood had joined them on the stage. And she was saying, listen, I talked to Princess's mom. I talked to her grandma. I know where she comes from, and I see why she had that guard up. So, now I feel better about the marriage and everything that's going on. And Safari did go to the wedding. Of course, you guys seen in the season finale. And he, Safari got a thing for dogs. He talking about some beautiful dogs coming down the aisle, some cute little dogs. I'm going to get Safari a dog, and I'm going to put some dreads on it, and I'm going to call it Bodman. Just for Safari, just for you, baby. Just for you. But it sounded like, they had a good time. However, Miss Nikki said that she was salty that she was not invited to the wedding. And Princess and Miss Nikki, they were friends, but then they didn't speak for 2 years, as Princess says. And Miss Nikki said, well, because you were telling me that you don't get down with no fake situations, and I'm fake and phony. And so when I tried to reach out to you, you never replied back. And so Princess said, well, you didn't do any of that. So yeah, she basically shut Nikki down. But no, she was not invited. On to my fifth highlight. So they finally brought Masika on stage at the end. Now, she was down in the audience yelling at everybody else. Well, not down in the audience, but where they sit the rest of the castmates. And so she finally got up on stage, and they were asking questions about how's Fetty Wap doing with baby Kari. Is he coming around more? And she did confirm that he is being more of a presence in his daughter's life. So that's very good. And then all of a sudden we got a really good surprise, which I loved. Hazel E came running up on the stage because they brought up the beef between Hazel E and Masika. And when Hazel E said that Fetty Wap was not even Masika's daughter's father, that's when Masika said, well, she should know about things that are not hers because her lips are fake, her boobs are fake, her butt is fake, and this is fake and that is fake. None of that stuff belongs to her, so she should know something about that. Well, Hazel E came running up on stage and was like, you talking all that mess? And y'all know I like me some smoky voice Hazel E, y'all. So I hope that she is on next season Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. So when she came up on stage and was bucking, Masika had ran off the stage talking about she is not giving her no more camera time, and she came off the stage. Now, okay, your dress was falling apart on the side with the shoulder already. So all you had to do was rip them sleeves off real quick and get it popping. That's what I was expecting. That she was just going to just take the sleeves off because they was already falling apart. And she didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? But Hazel Lee, she had her, Hazel E looked like she had Masika a little bit shook, but I understand Masika's standpoint too. She's the new mom now. She's not trying to show all that. She's trying to be more positive. But I'm just a suggestion for next time. Let me go ahead and spill that tea at the end. So let's get started. So let me go ahead and pour that piping hot tea into your cup right quick. So I was listening to XM radio, and the DJ on the station called The Heat, JC Chavez, had stated that they are recasting the Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. So they are going to let go of Fizz, Soldier Boy, which of course we knew Soldier Boy was no longer on the show anyways. He says he quit, but also Tara Marie, Shonda, Willie, and actually Safari. Well, they're going to go ahead and recast them, but they have not stated who they're going to recast on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood at this time. Also, Raw Ali had an issue with Moniece, so let me go ahead and grab that for you guys real quick. She had took to her Instagram because I guess Moniece had said something about Raw Ali's opinion on adopting. So Raw Ali had took to her gram and wrote, Moniece Slaughter, you were sitting up here at the reunion with a whole unironed bed skirt on and a pillowcase for a top, calling somebody's child ugly when you had the audacity to interject your worthless views on my statement about adoption. Now you're crying, crybaby. Now wipe those tears with all that extra fabric from that damn skirt. Ouch. But speaking of Love and Hip Hop cast, well, you guys know Raw Ali is from Love and Hip Hop New York. That will be premiering November 21st, 2016. And I have the new cast that will be a part of the show. So I'm going to go ahead and read you guys the old cast and the new cast. So the new details on it, of course, Cardi B is back. Peter Guns is going to be there with Tara and Amina and that whole love triangle. Cisco will also be on there. BBOD is not confirmed to be on the show or denied to be on the show. Also, Mariah Lynn is back on the show. Rich Dollars, DJ Self, Young B, Remy Ma, Papoose, and Yora as well. So, or Yorma. DJ Self's girl. I'm sorry, I call it Yora. It's all the same. But the newbies that will be on the show, of course, Kimbella, she's not new, but Joelle Santana will be joining her. Snoop, as you know her from The Wire, she will also be on there with her girlfriend. Also, DJ Drewski from let's see. Oh, Hot 97. Sorry. Yes, DJ Drewski is going to be on there from Hot 97. And Sophie Green, who is the host of MTV2. So this should be really interesting. And of course, if you guys want to see a preview of Love and Hip Hop New York, please make sure you go to our Facebook page, Spilling Tea with Chris G. We got kind of a little extended clip. That is it for you guys. I will be back for a season finale, or I'm sorry, season reunion part 2. So it looks like it's going to be lit.